case that it'll be Indonesia starting as the home team from left to right, if my maths is correct, and it'll be Argentina from right to left. So again, if you're looking at home, it will be Indonesia in the red, Argentina potentially will be in the white, I do believe. That's normally the kit of choice that we see. We tend not to see the third kit of Bayern Munich when teams are playing. That is normally a black kit, which is, again, can be quite hard to pick up. You'd be surprised, ladies and gentlemen, you'd be surprised how difficult it is to sometimes pick up kits, as we do see the white kit that we have seen so many times in this competition.
So here we are from wonderful Indonesia, from Bali. We are looking at you at home through the chat, through Twitch, through YouTube.
Yeah,
we want to know what you think about this game.
Yeah, I can see a lot of South Americans, and I can only assume Argentina fans in the Twitch chat. And I'm sure that at some points during this this titanic contest, I'm sure that my good friend Ferita will be busting into some type of Spanish and will explain it out to me, as Spanish is not my native tongue, as well as Ferita is not a native English speaker. But we have made, I would say, the best of it. We have had a fantastic tournament here so far. We have got a lot of memories, and we're now down to 4 teams.
That's it. Argentina with the white shirts, Indonesia with the red ones.
It is indeed. It is.
Con la camiseta blanca, Rey Molina, Argentina de blanco, Indonesia de rojo.
Indeed. Don't adjust your sets. Do not adjust your eyes. It is Tell in on goal here. Tries to get the ball across. And it's Neuer who will gobble it up. And again, just look out for the 2 differences in terms of emotions from the players.
We're still playing to the best of 3.
We are still in best of 3 territory. I believe the only game that will be happening from a best of 5 scenario will be the grand final, which will be tomorrow evening, Indonesia time. Again, adjust your clocks, as it will be here, as Sadio Mane looks to try and shape to shoot, and he scores!
And it's a goal for Indonesia. It's 1-0 very early in the game. Minute 9. First chance he had, first chance he turned into a goal. And we're looking, the one that wins this game, he's surely sat over at least $8,000.
Well, in terms of I mean, if they win the 3, or if they win the best of 3, they will progress to the final, and that'll only be the winner of the runner-up. As much as I've realised here, we don't have a 3-way dance in the final. I mean, incredibly, a 3-way game of football might be something very interesting to watch, but there will only be 2 nations. So yes, if they do win this best of 3, they will be guaranteed at least $8,000 from the prize pool. Whereas we look to see who that nation will be, as Hernandez leads it down the line. It's cleared back into play. Here's Gravenberch. Can Argentina find that dog that they need? And it's a dummy around the defender. Nearly finds the goal. You can see the clasp to the head of, it was nearly there. It was nearly there for Rey Molina.
Viene el córner para Argentina. Atentas las cabezas.
They've got to pay very close attention here. Ball down in the box. Great save for the goalkeeper. It's still there. Oh, it's off the post. What a chance.
Excellent saving by Indonesia. Hard pressure from Argentina.
And then they were denied by the post. What an opportunity that was. Get yourself back level. Here's Leroy Sané. Sané down the line. It's Matthias de Ligt that will take it clear as he tries to dummy take it in possession, but Tell reads that very well. Sabitzer, good ball movement from Indonesia. Tell looks to slow himself down, collect himself, takes the shot, and it's nearly creeps in at the back post, but
and
it has gone for a corner.
Scratches his head. He cannot believe how effective Indonesia's attacks are.
It can go from attack to defense in a split second. It only takes a second of being off of concentration, and the ball will go wide, and the ball will go and be back into potentially your own penalty box, and you'll realise, well, what the hell happened there? As you see, Tell looking to try and shape to shoot, takes a dummy around the goalkeeper, takes a dummy around the defender and scores!
And it's a goal. It's 2-0 for Indonesia.
It's that man again, Tell.
Dominating the actions.
Absolutely, indeed.
Dominio total de Indonesia en estos primeros 20 minutos. It's really like very slowly making passes, letting the time go by.
Absolutely. You see the dummy there, and then Gibret, boom, right into the back of the net.
He clearly has been able to win over Rey Molina defense. It's Indonesia 2, Argentina 0 on the first of the best of 3 match.
Absolutely, but Goretzka is looking, they are being patient. It's a good save for the keeper, corner
Good
ball.
save.
You can see Argentina understand the urgency of what they are here to do.
And they are putting the hashtag Vamos Indo, also trending topic.
Vamos Indo.
Indo Pride, Vamos Indo. Both of them are trending on the chat. Thank you very much for being there. Thank you very much for giving us these breakout numbers for this game.
Yeah, it will certainly be the host nation looking to impose their will, but they have to stop this Argentine attack. Beautiful double touch into the box. It's just wide of the goal.
Yeah, it's Rey Molina is trying to do something different from the matches before, because he's playing with an opponent that doesn't make robotic plays, doesn't make static plays, and that gives you the opportunity and the obligation to change your game.
Absolutely. Again, if you are in a situation you've not really been in, we've not really seen Rey in this type of trouble since probably the first game with Mexico in the winners bracket. But again, it does need that response. It does need that time. It does need, you know, as we said, that call for how to get the ball, get hold of it and keep it. It is of paramount importance that you look after this ball, because your opponent can't damage you if they do not have the ball. Here's Sabitzer, lets it run through his legs. Neat little kind of through the gate dummy there. Here's Tell, double touch, takes it, makes a dummy. Looking on it again, but it's cleared away once more. It's Coleman. Coleman in towards Choupo-Moting, Goretzka onto Coleman. Argentina looking dangerous here. They have a man in the middle. They look to use him. It's Thomas Muller. Can he get there on the second chance opportunity? Punch is cleared.
And
now away it goes.
Argentina is trying to get one goal, but it costs too much. Each attack, you can see that he's sweating it, he's suffering it. It's not an easy match for Argentina. Indonesia is the one starring this game right now, and the result is, I think, is kind of fair.
It is. It's certainly, especially for the early pressure we have seen from Indonesia. It is now for an Argentine response, or it could get pretty dicey here as we see Tell looking to get back in again. Indonesia, again, sometimes there is a call for the right thing to do is to not have footage out there of your gameplay, is to try and surprise opponents. They will look at game film, they will look at everything, and they will look at every type of play style that you can come up against, except there isn't much footage out there of this individual in Elga, but he's certainly not shocked. The people in the know around Indonesia, around Indonesian esports, they have said he has exceeded his level to get here to represent Indonesia.
And after this tournament, there is some footage.
Oh, absolutely.
So he will have it, I think, more hard the next time to surprise their opponents.
Absolutely, indeed. And we look at how these games have really evolved and have really grown over time. And you can see, again, Indonesia are taking those types of, almost those stereotypes that we see from players. You want to go all-out defense just to kind of block out the game in terms of to the half-time so that you don't concede. As you can see, 2 minutes left on the clock here, but they are still an attacking threat, even in all-out defense. They are still going forward. They are still making those opportunities. As you see, Leroy Sané trying to recover the ball, and he is fouled. And here you see Sané. He's going to play this short to Leroy Sané once more. Ball goes into the box. Last opportunity potentially on there, but it has gone the other way. Well, it has come back once more, and the ball is still kept alive here by Indonesia. As Leroy Sané finds it into Mane. Mane into Tell. It's deflected, and it has just gone out. Would have been for a corner, but the ref calls time.
Yes.
Half time in game one. We are in
And
best of 3 territory.
Indonesia hit at the exact moment that they needed to, at the first 10 minutes and at 20 minutes. That's almost like a clockwork, you know?
Yep.
There are some times in the game in where you have to grab the ball, there are some times of the game in where you have to score, and there are some times of the game in where you have to freeze the game. Well, Indonesia has done an excellent match, an excellent match planning, and that explains why we have Indonesia 2, Argentina 0.
Absolutely, indeed. And as we see, though, Argentina going left to right now, trying to work the ball into the box. It's a big header. It's parried away,
whoa,
but it's
whoa,
tucked in
whoa.
at the back post. There's no flag. It's onside, and you'll see that movement in the box there, just towards the back post. You'll see Choupo-Moting just peel away from his defender, gives him enough of a moment to find the back of the net.
Y es 2-1 para Indonesia, and now we have a game, Weza.
We do indeed. We have a game that we thought we would see. It's goals, it's drama, and it's great gameplay. Here is Sadio Mane. Dummies into the box. It's cleared away once more.
And you know, for both of these players, the prize money is really important, because as we said earlier in the live stream, it's not the same to have a 3 or a 5 or a $12,000 prize if you live in London or if you live in Argentina.
Sadio Mane, it's a great manual save from Argentina, keeps themselves alive.
So in Indonesia or in Argentina,
it's a great
this prize
point
money
to make for the ball. Goalkeeper is out of his box. Oh, it was very close indeed for Argentina to potentially make a second. But yeah, to take your point, in terms of prize money, again, we talk about national pride and personal pride. There is also a prize pool here for these players. So they are looking to try and... It's a beautiful double touch, brilliant save for the goalkeeper. But they will be looking to try and win those prizes, take one of those home. And again, for some, it can change... you can change your life. It really could. It sounds flippant to say. And again, in esports, some people may turn around to you and say, well...
It can change at least a year.
Oh, well. Well, it depends on how resourceful you are with using those funds. If you have... I would imagine if we had one night out with you, Ferita, that $5,000 may be gone very quickly.
Or if you invest in crypto like I do, that will last you like 15 minutes, you know?
It may just. But to a serious point, again, it means a lot to these players to represent their countries. It means a lot to come away from home and represent themselves personally. But to have something on the line and to have a prize pool there is something that some of these players may have never competed before in these types of environments.
Yes, of course. And if you think how much dollars a working wage in these countries, maybe you will still be able to understand a little bit more what the prize money means for each player.
Absolutely. And I mean, in terms of like gaming setups, for example, you can get a multitude of different things. But as we see here, ball goes into the box and Marusic will take that clear. But again, prize money aside, this is national pride. This is Indonesia versus Argentina.
And also winning a tournament like this
Prestige.
Gets you invited to other tournaments.
Absolutely.
You know, these are pro players in this case, at least for the Argentinian guy. And I think the Indonesia one plays as well.
Plays in the Indonesian Football E-League, I've been reliably informed. So. But yeah, you are quite right. It's the prestige of winning a title like this. There is, as we said, there's so many nations here. There isn't really a competition like this on the planet, as we see. Ball going into the box, Sadio Mane, ball in, and it's cleared away. But
Argentina
to win something where you came through...
to get the equalizer, to push the penalties.
Absolutely, and think about it, if you're coming through a field of 72, if you are the last nation standing, imagine what that's going to feel like. Here's Choupo-Moting looking to provide an issue. Finds Tell. Tell looking to just pull the stop down, and he's looking to find a way in here. Tell still just shaping and trying to find his way. It's Tell once more. Big save, corner ball.
Good ball from Indonesia. Being patient, pace in this game. So he saw that he was not able to make a shot. He passed the ball, not able to make the shot, passed the ball again, once more, and it was after 4 touches that he went for the goal. The ball ends up in the corner kick.
And you can see the changes just slowly coming in here, just slowly but surely.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
You can see just the choice of free kick or corner taker is something that is paramount here, because an in-swinging corner can give it too close to the goalkeeper. An out-swinging corner gives him a little bit more to work with, but as you can see, it's a waste of a corner. I mean, I can't imagine that is what Indonesia were looking to do there, but it's a little bit of a waste.
So we are in the first match of best of 3. Indonesia 2, Argentina 1. Still time to get an equalizer, still time to get a bigger difference. And now comes Argentina.
Argentina, double touch, tried to take it around the corner and take it away from Lucas Hernandez, but he did shut the door in his face. Foul.
It's a foul.
There.
It's a foul.
Gives Pavard a talking
So
to.
whoever of these players that loses this game still has one chance for the great final. The one who wins these games, he goes directly to the great final.
Absolutely.
He sits on top of at least $8,000.
Exactly, indeed. As Tell looks to try and make his way in. And of course, the loser of this best of 3 will go into the lower bracket final. And more importantly, we'll have more games to play. They will either have Turkey or Serbia waiting for it. We've got that one coming up after this series has concluded. As we are in game number 1 here. As we see, ball playing very nicely here. Looking in towards Tell, it's cleared. Mane, neat little flick up from them, but just not quite there. And the ball returns to Leroy Sané. Here's Leon Goretzka. It's cleared away once more. Here's Kimmich. Not long left here. 8 minutes plus stoppage.
And both of these players will be at the podium.
Absolutely.
For sure.
They'll be looking to try and get to that promised land of either the grand final or they will be going into the lower bracket final, which again, as you quite rightly said, that lower bracket final will also determine 3rd place. So of course, that you do have in the prize pool, you do have a 3rd place of $5,000. So again, not chump change when you think about it. Some quite hefty prize money on show here. As we see Tell across to Musiala. Here's Sadio Mane.
$5,000 para el tercero, hay 8.000 para el segundo, hay 12.000 para el primero. Estos son los premios de este torneo.
Here's Gravenberch.
Will he be able to get the match? Now he's keeping the ball.
He is, and it's a smart way to do. You've got to grind these results out. If you are in the ascendancy, as we saw from Saudi Arabia, there is no point in trying to go forward.
Exactly.
It's not pretty, but it is effective. And also, there is only 2 minutes left here, and you can appreciate game management. There's a difference between game management and time wasting.
Yes, exactly.
As I would look at it as a player. Time wasting is if you are trying to just run out the clock, as we do hear the final whistle speaking of the clock running out.
And the first one goes to Indonesia. It's 2-1. El primer partido se va para Indonesia. Jugamos al mejor de 3. 2-1 para Indonesia.